Are we good? Are we good?
Are we good? Are we good?
Alright. There we go.
Alright. There we go.
Oh, I gotta readjust that audio pitch though. And let's turn that down. Okay, anyway. What is going on, everyone? It is DylanLasagna Live, episode number 21! Coming at you with
Unhinged Steel.
And today, we're going to be talking about all about WWE Clash of Champions. And what do you have to say about Clash of Champions, like, initially, before we get into the full discussion?
To be honest, I haven't been keeping up on the matches and all that, like Monday Night Raw, SmackDown. I think I'm not really looking forward to it at all. To be honest, I'm probably gonna just watch the highlights. I'm not really gonna watch the full entire thing. But I think there's only one match I'm actually excited for in particular, which
Oops. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm having a bad day.
readjusting it.
I'm having a bad day right now.
It's Friday the 13th, so what do you expect?
It is Friday the 13th. It is like
Horrible so far.
it's very horrible.
It's bloody hot. I messed up my leg last night at work, and now we're having some technical difficulties, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Shit
So I do apologize.
Shit happens.
So I do apologize. Are we good?
It's...
It's going to die. I'm okay. Let's
just don't fidget with it right now.
okay.
I think right there is good.
Hold on, we have to adjust it one more time.
If they can't see my face, I'll just like...
Okay, that should be.
I kind of figured that would happen.
Okay.
Okay. We're so sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen.
At least you get to see me fuck up on camera. At least you get to see me fuck up on camera. Let's lean it back.
It's all everything has to be one take.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
This would have been on the botch.
Botchamania.
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 Yeah.
I like being on Botchamania.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, let's try that one more time. Let's try that one more time.
Okay. Where was I?
You said you're talking about Clash of Champions and how you're not excited for it. You're gonna watch the highlights.
Yeah. Like I don't.
Before
really
I botched it.
I don't really have time to like watch the full thing. It's like.
Go ahead.
3 to 4 hours long. That's kind of ridiculous, or a little bit more. Depends on the pay-per-view.
Exactly.
But there's only like one particular match that I'm excited for. Kind of excited for is Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. Everything else is like, okay, they're just there wrestling. Okay, fine. I'm not really excited for it, but I try to get myself excited for it. But it's just that it's just something that I'm just not really looking forward to. It's like, if it was like the Royal Rumble, then yeah, I would be excited for that. But that already happened a while ago, so.
Yeah, and that's not happening for another 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. Probably like around
January.
Late January or probably late February.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about in this episode of DylanLasagna Live. But first, let me introduce to you a little bit of a new segment here. You all know how I like to, like, there are a bunch of topics on this show. I mean, yes, today it's just one particular topic, which is Clash of Champions. But today, before we get into that, let's just go into this week's random topic take, or random news bits. So, I just found out about 2 hours before the show started that John Cena is going to be in the new Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, I just heard about that, dude.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how to feel about this.
I don't know which character he's gonna portray though.
I don't know either.
It's like there's no like DC characters that I could see John Cena playing as.
I don't either. Maybe he replaces Will Smith? Because I don't see... Like,
no, that's the other guy from who was in freaking Hobbs and Shaw. What's the actor's name? Idris Elba? I think I butchered the name.
The lead role? Like...
Yeah, for Will Smith. You said that...
No, like the one in Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, that's why I said...
Oh, okay.
I don't know his name. I think I butchered it, the first name.
Oh, okay. Let's look it up. Let's Google it. We can.
You gotta rely on Google.
Well, of course. Hobbs and Shaw cast. Cast. Jason Statham? Was it Jason Statham?
No, it's
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. It's not Oh my god.
Oh,
I think I got
okay.
it right. Idris Elba.
Oh, but we did. At least we know now. Roman Reigns was Mateo. But anyway, yeah, John
That's
Cena.
actually my little cousin's name, Mateo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I just found out about that. I was like, wait, what?
The more you know every day. But anyway, yeah, John Cena is in the new Suicide Squad, which is coming out in 2 years. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see how that goes. One more bit of news before we get into the main topic of the show is there's this new thing for my Nintendo Switch that's coming out on October 18th, and I wanted to show Sam, since he's like kind of, you said you were kind of interested in like video games and fitness and all that kind of stuff.
Well, fitness, yeah, like, you know, trying to stay healthy, trying to get fit and all that. But video games, I used to before, but I just completely gave up on that. It just was a waste of time, in my opinion.
Alright. But I mean, like, you're here anyway. We're all here.
Yeah.
I want to show you guys this new thing that Nintendo showed, like, very recently. So, we're gonna watch it here right now.
Okay.
And it's kind of very intriguing, if you might have you.
Ring Fit Adventure?
We're gonna, like, watch this real close.
Oh, God.
Hey everyone! Last week we released this video. You saw some people moving their bodies, doing some kind of activity.
And having a pretty good laugh.
What?
Truthfully, they were playing a brand new adventure game for a Nintendo Switch. It's a bit different from what you would expect.
It's an adventure game first and foremost, but you'll actually be moving your body. You might even break a sweat while playing. It's called Ring Fit Adventure.
When you think of an adventure, you probably picture a world in peril and enemies to battle as you work towards a goal. That's the core of an adventure game.
So how will you battle your enemies? Well, you can't go on a quest.
I already feel like the announcers make me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I feel so uncomfortable just watching
Just
them
insert
talk.
the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controllers into the ring.
Oh look, it's a strap-on dildo.
Once they're in place, your quest can begin. In this game, you won't be pressing buttons on the Joy-Con controllers to move.
I have a bad feeling about the guy on the right, to be honest.
Instead,
Look at the movement right there on the left.
battle enemies and reach the goal.
See, this isn't just any ring. It's actually an electronic device that senses and reacts to your movements.
What the
Built with
fuck?
Physical force and a
Oh,
powerful
okay.
I feel like
The pause. What the living fuck? I don't. What? Oh my god, I'm so done with this shit, man.
I
What
feel
the
like
fuck?
I feel like this thing is gonna break very easily.
I know. That's.
It
It's
says
like, what's the point?
it says Ring Kong responds to force.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of scary.
This motion. What? It doesn't.
You know,
Is it-
there is a motion for this, you know.
Oh my god, bro.
And now we have
PG,
this.
There are kids probably watching the stream right now.
Sorry, I didn't know I was gonna get demonetized.
Keep it PG, dude.
But yeah, this is pretty much like the newest thing, and pretty much like
No,
this
just
is
the
what they're
way
doing.
that the announcers are actually like explaining it. It just makes you feel uncomfortable. It's like, what the fuck?
I know. And this is pretty much what you're doing with it.
You can even squeeze in a little pottery.
What the fuck?
There are lots of different games to choose from and lots of different ways to move your body. It's a great way to get a fun, full body exercise.
But if you want to cut right to the action, you can try a more traditional exercise mode.
Okay.
Set. Choose your favorite set of exercises based on targeted muscle groups like shoulders or lower body.
In quick play mode, it's easy to casually jump in and out of play, so everyone.
See,
can
they're
enjoy
even
the
extending it.
fitness in different
Well,
ways,
of course,
like
probably
taking
for like a
turns
bow and
to
arrow
compete for
action
high
or
scores
something.
against friends
Okay,
and
okay, I can already see what's going on there. Like squeezing with the fucking legs and shit like that, working out your leg muscles. Okay, that's good, but at the same time, it's gonna break if you put too much force to it.
Exactly.
That, like with the whole bow and arrow motion, it's gonna snap like that. And the whole like squeezing it, you're gonna break. You're gonna break it. It's not gonna like. I guarantee you, in the first couple months when it releases, or when is it gonna release? By the way,
I think it said in the thing, October 18th. Yeah,
October
next
18th?
month. Pretty
Okay,
much.
I have a feeling probably like around mid-November, early December, there's gonna be reviews like, oh, it's so fragile, it broke. After I squeezed it, after I gave it a little squeeze, it broke. I'll put money on it. I'm betting on it, dude. Like seriously, that shit's gonna break instantly.
I feel the same way, and there's like a quiet mode too.
Quiet mode.
Yeah, for like, oh here, I think it was right here.
You can make sure you're hitting.
Boys, you can
Oh yeah,
also
silent
use
mode.
to keep your legs active without making heavy impacts.
What are they doing? Are they humping?
Each step forward in Ring Fit
I don't
Adventure
know.
is a real step forward on your own fitness journey. Get together with family and friends and see how your skills compare.
Okay,
Or
go back a little bit.
Okay.
To that guy with the curly ass hair.
Which one?
No. You passed it up.
Oh.
Go.
How far do you want me to go?
A little bit forward. Right there. And then, wait, let it play. I'll tell you
Each
the
step
pause.
forward in Ring Fit Adventure is
No.
a real step forward on your own fitness journey.
Pause! What does that look like to you? He looks like he's about to bash someone's skull open with that motion, dude. Like, literally. What exercises were you standing up and lifting your arms up like that in that motion?
I mean,
It looks like you'd bash someone's head in with a rock or fucking...
I feel like
hammer.
maybe it's to symbolize maybe like with
But
a dumbbell or
still.
something. I know, still.
But well, maybe if they're like doing, that motion or something.
Maybe.
That was fucking wrong. God damn.
I know. Alright, let's finish the video. Let's just finish. What is this?
Okay, they're... Why do they make these commercials so cringy?
Like,
What the hell?
Or go solo on a quest to save the world. Ring
Yeah.
Fit Adventure for the Nintendo Switch.
Ring Fit Adventure includes a ring con, leg strap,
more
and
like
game.
jockstrap.
Oh my
A
god.
Nintendo Switch system is sold separately and
But I already have it.
Duh. We're not
Let's
fucking
explore
stupid.
a new world where adventure game meets physical fitness.
Adventure is next.
No, sorry. I already have
No.
I already have this game right here.
No.
It's called Wii Sports. I'd rather have this game right here. This very special game right here.
I actually really enjoyed Wii Boxing.
I know, that was
Beating
fun.
Just beating the shit out of fucking Wii characters.
We play Elisa. I've seen quite a few people suggest.
Wii baseball was kind of my favorite sport.
Oh, look at Matt trying
Yeah,
to
this
slot.
This was my shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
god.
Abby, you attractive bitch.
Anyway, that was Ring Fit whatever for
Ring
the Nintendo
Fit
Switch.
Fitness.
Yeah, Wii Fit.
No, Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah, there you go.
I confuse it if it's Ring Fit Ring Fitness or Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah,
I got it
it's
all
Ring
mixed up.
Fit
I'm a
Adventure.
little dyslexic. I'm a little bit of a tard, to be honest. I got it all mixed up.
It's cool. It's cool. I feel the same way.
Oh my god.
But anyway,
Why
that
did they
was.
make the commercial so cringy? I had a bad feeling about that guy on the right. I had a bad feeling about the motherfucker. Like, seriously.
I feel like.
I felt so uncomfortable, just like, hearing him talk. He was like, wait a minute. It's like, okay, so in Ring Fitness. It's like, no! Like, stop! Talk normal!
I feel like he was gonna do some very inappropriate things to me.
He probably does behind the scenes, dude.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I am done with this shit, man.
Yeah, let's. Now that we're done with like
Oh my god.
all that. Okay.
Well, that was something.
Yeah, now that we're done with all of the random news notes of the week.
I thought you were gonna talk about, Gears of War 5 with Batista being in it. I thought you were about to talk about that.
I totally forgot about that until like you mentioned it. Like,
Yeah, like Batista is a playable character in Gears of War 5 now.
I mean, I was gonna mention it, but I don't have an Xbox, so it's like.
No, he even mentioned it on his Instagram and Twitter, I think.
Oh.
And then even on Up Down Down Xavier Woods' gaming YouTube channel. Huge shout out to him. Definitely subscribe to his channel. And they even announced it on there. Like it was on a video of his like recently. Like he I think it was Tyler Breeze who interviewed Batista, like asking him about like how it was like, you know, getting like motion capture and like, you know, announce his voice on like on the video game and shit like that.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
I know. It's like I remember seeing it on Instagram. I was like, wait, Batista's in Gears 5, and it's like
I could see him in like a game like Gears of War.
yeah,
But to be
for sure.
honest, I think I remember people were talking about this, like, oh, the like if they're gonna make a new God of War game.
I mean, they already did that.
I know they already did that, but with that previous God of War video game, people were saying like, oh, he looks like Triple H with his beard and all that. He actually does.
He does.
That is trippy and creepy at the same time. It's like he does look like Triple H. It would be cool. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually made a live action God of War, you know, movie with Triple H as Kratos. That would actually be cool.
Oh shit, that
Would be dope.
I would watch that instantly.
Oh my god.
All right.
Hella dope.
Yeah, I love that too. But now that we got all the random notes out of the way this week,
Any more randomness you want to throw in this chat?
actually, a little bit of randomness.
Okay.
Because, boy, there is a bunch of randomness we are gonna get into in the
We're going
main
off
topic.
the script.
There's a bunch of randomness in our next topic,
Oh god.
and
I wonder what it could be. It better not be anything like inappropriate like the last one.
yeah, like the freaking ring-con, freaking
The fucking
jockstrap.
The fucking strap on.
Oh dear. That is the theme for our next main topic. Freaking not that. Not that, ladies and gentlemen. Clash of Champions.
Okay. Here we go.
Clash of Champions.
Let's
It's-
dive in this shit fest of a pay-per-view.
It is this Sunday, September 15th, in the Hornet's Nest, which is...
I thought you were about to say horniness, so I'm so sorry.
Excuse
I
me.
gotta get my mind out
And
together.
you told me to be PG.
Oh, shut up. We're even, okay?
Alright, we're trying... Like, this live stream is already demonetized.
Oh my god, you fucking dick, dude.
It's okay. Whatever. Anyway, it's in the Hornet's Nest of... Charlotte Flair's Hornet's Nest inside the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. Clash of Champions. But, as I like to put it, the crap of champions. Freaking, the SpongeBob guy.
This shit fest.
Yes, it's the shit fest. It is the shit fest. Why is that? Well, even though the NFL, even though football, basketball, even hockey for all shits and purposes, for shits and giggles, they have been gone for about football has been gone for like 7 months, and the NBA has been gone for like 4 months until like they're gonna start again next month. The WWE still has a big tendency to sleepwalk through almost everything in sight.
Yeah, true. Even towards the pay-per-views, and the ratings have been going down the toilet, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just read up that SmackDown, this week, it ended up having a 2.0 rating, and then not rating, viewership. My bad. But last week it was a 2.1. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. They gotta figure it out, man, because it's going down the shitter.
Oh dear. And we also have to consider that, well, the NFL is back.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA is gonna come. The basketball is gonna come back next month.
That's another thing they gotta worry about, and then hockey, I guess.
Yeah, hockey.
Hockey.
I don't know either, because I mean, like, sticks on Disney on Ice with men. But and not only that, well, I guess baseball playoffs too, and also AEW.
I forgot.
Yeah,
about that.
AEW is coming in like almost 3 weeks, I guess, in October.
Oh
like
yeah,
the first
they're
week
going
of October.
live on TNT.
Yeah.
And then don't forget about NXT going on the USA Network.
Oh yeah, next week. That's next week.
Really?
Yeah, that's next week.
Shit, time flies by.
That's like literally a lot to look forward to. Like,
yeah, true.
both wrestling and non-wrestling.
But do you think NXT is going to be its own brand?
Oh,
Because I read up online that there are people they're in talks of like actually making it their own brand, because they're like wrestlers are saying like, oh, I want to stay in NXT. I don't want to go to the main roster. Which I don't blame them, because if people from NXT, they're already popular on there, and then they go to the main roster, they're gonna just be like buried. They're not gonna be utilized. They're not gonna be, they're not gonna use their talent on there. And that's the harsh reality of the main roster. It's like, oh, I want to go to the main roster. It's like, you gotta consider that, because look what happened with all these other guys who were in NXT and went to the main roster. They're not even being used. Like what happened with Tyler Breeze and Fandango. Now they're back in NXT, and the Revival, they want to go back to NXT, or they want to leave to AEW, which is actually another thing I want to talk to you guys about during Clash of Champions. And who else wants to go back to NXT? Apollo Crews. I haven't even seen his ass for a while, so he wants to go back to NXT, which I don't blame him. He was actually a lot better in NXT. Now he's just this smiling goof on fucking the main roster.
But anyway, I know, like, there's still a lot to say about the card itself, but I still have a lot to say about WWE itself. It's like, there's rumors afloat that there's gonna be a draft after Hell in a Cell.
That's not a good idea.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It's just like the last draft. I don't know. In my opinion, I think it didn't go well. It didn't really help the ratings at all. It was still the same as before. And if they do the draft and they think, oh, it's going to, bring more people to this brand or another brand, I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to be the same. History's going to repeat itself like what happened with the last draft. And plus, why they're doing the draft now when, they're going to be... Well, I understand they're going to the Fox Sports, but do you think it's going to help them out? I don't think it's going to help them out.
I mean,
I think it's a horrible timing. It's timing.
Yeah, I don't like the timing of it at all.
That's the thing. It's horrible. The timing is horrible. It's like, okay, they got the Chase Center opening up. Okay, cool. And they got all these events coming up, and then SmackDown going to Fox, and then you got NXT going to USA Networks. Like, do you think the brand split's going to, it's a good idea to do brand split at this time when you got so much shit going on? I think the reason why they're doing this is, I know people don't mention this a lot, but I think it's like, oh, to compete with AEW or some shit like that. That's what I heard all over their social media. It's like, oh, they're doing it just so they can compete with AEW. It's like, I don't think that should be the main focus on. I think they should just focus on is like trying to attract more people, non-wrestling fans, and more, trying to boost up their viewership, their ratings, because it's like in the low 2s. And I remember earlier this year, I think Raw had like a 1.9 viewership, which was horrible. So I don't know. Like, the timing is just horrible.
I mean, it's like, I think the WWE draft, we wouldn't be in this position right now if, they didn't get desperate. If they didn't, end the brand split, back in, I think it was May, when they did the stupid Wildcard Rule. They just brought things back, as if it was 2011 all over again.
Do you think the Wildcard Rule is a lot better than the draft?
No, it isn't. I think it's worse. I feel like you're overexposing all the top guys. Especially right now. Mm-hmm. I feel like having everyone on different brands makes for uniqueness on TV, because having everyone show up each and every week on 2 shows, say for example, how often do you see Becky Lynch on TV each week?
Almost every single day. Almost single time I watch Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, and what about SmackDown?
SmackDown, to be honest, I haven't been watching it. I haven't been keeping up on it, but rarely, but once in a blue moon,
Okay.
But this is what I can see your point on this. Now I kind of look at it now. It's like, okay, maybe the brand split will be a good choice, but it's just the timing is just horrible. Maybe they should just wait probably I don't know, probably like later on, like November or December, or probably early next year. But I don't know how that's gonna work.
I don't think that's the thing. They shouldn't have ended the brand split in the first place.
They should have just kept it going, but then they brought up the whole Wildcard Rule.
Yeah, because they got desperate.
I know.
Because it's just like, oh, our ratings are tanking, even though they didn't realize that they don't want to build any top stars, and they want to rely on part-timers like Taker, Lesnar, and even Goldberg, and especially Shane McMahon. It's just...
Oh my god, that's the thing that I did not like. This SmackDown. It's like, okay, they had the whole King of the Ring competition thing they got going on, and Chad Gable was to be facing Elias, but Elias ended up getting a knee injury, so he's out. So it's like, okay, who's Chad Gable gonna face? And I'm thinking, it's like, okay, hopefully it'll be someone from like NXT as like a surprise, just so it can spice things up. I was like, oh, who's it gonna be? It's like, oh, it's Shane McMahon. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, seriously, it's like, you out of all the people on the roster, you decide to pick Shane McMahon? Like, no offense, don't get me wrong, I like Shane McMahon. He's cool. I like him as a heel. It's like, you just hate the guy, but you don't hate him as, like, personally, but, like, you hate him as, like, you know, a heel. It's like, you could totally boo him, and you can root for the other guy.
Yeah.
But they should have, like, brought someone from, like, either Raw, SmackDown, or NXT besides, like, Shane McMahon. And that's the thing. It's like, I understand, it's like, oh, it's his heel character, you know, trying to, you know, oh, take up every single opportunity to just ruin it. Just make every single wrestler's life hell as his character. It's like, but you need to idolize some of the people in the back, though. And from NXT. It's like, there's so many talent in the back that I haven't even seen in a long time. And they're not even utilizing them. It's like, Dana Brooke. Like, where the hell has she been? I haven't seen her. It's like, I understand. It's like, oh, she's horrible. She's a horrible wrestler. It's like, okay, but give her a fucking chance. Like, give them a chance. Let them have their moment. It's like, I want to be surprised. Like, oh, I haven't seen them in a while. Good to see them, like, wrestle this person or wrestle that person, you know?
Yeah.
But they're not really utilizing all their stars. And that's the thing that's really so sad about wrestling in general with WWE. It's that they're not utilizing some of their stars. It's like if you want to surprise people, bring out someone like they haven't seen in a while and give them a shot. Even if they're losing, at least give them a shot. At least let them shine.
Yeah. And again, even though they do like the draft, like even it would be like too little, too late. Like who are like once they do like all these like once they trot out all of the Dana Brooks, all the Chad Gables, all the Apollo Crews, it's like people are gonna be like, yeah, we should give them a chance, but why should we care now? And it's like they should have been doing this like from the very beginning.
I know exactly, but now it's like it's already too late. The damage has already been done.
But to close it out, I'm just like close out this part of the Clash of Champions thing. It's like, would a draft even matter? It's like Vince already left the roster in shambles. I mean, no disrespect to Vince, but it's just like he's already like killed a lot of people's credibility, even some of the top guys. It's like Daniel Bryan's, Roman Reigns. I mean, I like the little segment he did with the Superstars of Tomorrow on Raw because, you know, he's helping children and other people with leukemia. So props to him. I like how he's doing stuff outside the ring and bringing exposure to it.
That's true. And also another thing about that is like all over social media, people are saying Roman Reigns' leukemia is false. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, that shit is just beyond fucking disrespectful. That shit pisses me off. It's like, I have family who passed away from cancer, and it's no joke. Don't joke about it. It's like fucking serious, and people were like, "Oh, it was a storyline. Oh, his leukemia, it was fake." It's like, go fuck yourself. Like, seriously, I mean, that shit pisses me off. It's like it's a serious fucking deal, and him like trying to like show like, oh, you could conquer leukemia, you could conquer cancer. It's not like, oh, once you have cancer, you're done for. It's like, no, you can still beat it. It's like when my this is gonna get a little emotional. Like I don't really like talking about it, but I gotta like share this. Like I just found out my aunt has a form of cancer, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And it's the same thing that happened with my my aunt. When I was like 10 years old, she ended up passing away from it. And I just found out that my aunt now, my stepmom's friend, but I call her my aunt since I've known her for a long time. I just found out about it, and I was like hella devastated. I was like, oh man, I was like, fuck, like seriously, like what's gonna happen now? And I found out that she ended up getting she's going through like therapy, and she's getting all the treatment. And I found out today like she's doing fine. It's like she doesn't have it anymore. So I was like, okay, good, thank the Lord, she doesn't have it anymore. But the thing that pisses me off now, back to the subject, is like people joke about Roman, having like using leukemia as like to boost up his, stardom or whatever. I hear shit like that over social media, and it just makes me fucking sick to my stomach. It's like do you guys are people really that big as a big? Oh my god, I'm just like so fucking frustrated that people joke around with this shit. It's like it's no fucking thing to joke about. It's like stop being fucking dicks and like stop joking about it. It's like seriously. And it's like they're thinking that leukemia is like the whole thing with him having leukemia. It's like it was like a false thing. It was a storyline. Vince said, let's pretend like you have leukemia, and then you could show you could conquer leukemia. It's like no. You actually had leukemia. It's like seriously, just shut the fuck up. Like seriously. And that makes me fucking sick, man.
I mean, if people did want something to joke about, I mean, they could talk about the 24/7 title all they want.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, to close it out, I mean, Vince always relies on part-timers with, anyway.
With Goldberg and the whole Dolph.
Yeah, even during, the brand split, he always relied on part-timers. So, what difference is it going to make now that they're going to Fox?
Just let the part-timers just rest, okay? Let them retire. Don't stop.
Oh wait, but no, it gets better here. You want?
Yeah, with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No,
I forgot about that.
What?
No, they brought him back just so they could boost up the Raw rating.
Oh yeah. No, it didn't even help because
it didn't even help
because the Texans say all the Monday Night Football games, everyone watched it. Nobody watched. Barely anyone watched Raw. I'm sorry. But anyway, I bet, without a doubt, this is my bold prediction.
Yeah.
They're going to get people that do NFL on Fox games, and you have to listen to this. They're going to bring in the greatest commentator of all time.
Who?
You have to listen to it. You have to listen to
the greatest commentator of all time.
You have to listen to these great calls right here. After this great advertisement.
Gotta plug in those ads, get that ad revenue.
Yep.
Make your writing sharp, or explicit, or excellent, or
right after this advertisement. All the excitement.
And now they get a good run from Blunt. He won't go down. LeGarrette Blunt, what a run. One of the best of the year, LeGarrette Blunt all the way. He broke tackles at every step.
And the crowd goes wild. Yeah. Mitchell. Down at the 25. But you all get my point, right? You all get my point.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
No, there's more.
Oh my god. Play more. I need to listen to this.
A total deke by Devin Hester. A flag is down, however, back inside the 20. And the referee and the officials are calling this back.
Oh, the helmet catch. I love the helmet catch.
Pressure from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet. Airs it out down the field.
David Tyree with the helmet catch.
Inside the 25 and a timeout taken.
Like, seriously, how could you not, like, in one of the greatest Super Bowl plays of all time, how could you not be excited? Like, listen to this one more time.
Oh my god.
Stays on his feet. Airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree.
Point proven.
Caught by Tyree. Have some enthusiasm. Jeez.
The man's name, like I know you don't know.
I don't know anything about football, but holy shit.
The man's name is Joe Buck, by the way.
Joe Buck.
Like, just watch more of it later and you'll be enthused.
What a fucking cock.
From your initial reaction, who would you rather hear, like, who would you rather have on SmackDown, Joe Buck or Michael Cole?
To be honest, Michael Cole, like, literally, like, Joe Buck makes Michael Cole sound like fucking Jim Ross, to be honest. Even Michael Cole has a sense of enthusiasm, even though he sounds like a tard once in a while with the calls and shit. Especially, it's boss time, or it's the big dog. It's like, God, okay, all this shit he says just puts Joe Buck to shit.
You gotta listen to more of this.
I need to listen to more. That shit is... Oh my god, that shit was horrible. He wasn't putting any excitement or enthusiasm into it. I would have been screaming like a maniac, man.
Alright, now that we got that out of the way,
Holy...
I need to... Yeah, you gotta watch more. Now let's get into the actual match card.
Alright,
So-
got sidetracked. Well, here we go.
Clash of Champions, fitting with the pay-per-view theme,
Okay.
every crapper in the Hornet's Nest will be taken. So,
Okay.
everyone will be taking their big shits all season long. Like the
explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, everyone will be taking their explosive diarrhea, just like the basketball team, the Charlotte Hornets, will be all NBA season long.
Yeah.
On Sunday night, however, every championship match that will be happening inside the crappers, the bathroom stalls of the Spectrum Center.
To be honest, I think when they take a look at the viewership from the pay-per-view, I think to take that, like, cut in half, cut the viewership in half, the other half would be how much people took a shit in the bathroom. That's why there's lines outside the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
It's because of that.
Now let's start with who will be taking that first stall, and that first stall is the Cruiserweight match.
Okay, I didn't even know there was a Cruiserweight match happening, to be honest.
So yeah, that's taking the first match because no hate for all the people that like 205 Live, but
they're actually ending it. Like, they're gonna cancel 205 Live and they're gonna have all the Cruiserweights go to NXT, which is a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
People weren't even liking 205 in the first place, and I think it's a good idea that they're gonna put them in NXT. Then they'll utilize them and just feed them fucking food, because literally they're just skin and bones. It's like, Jesus Christ, put the meat on that dude, man.
I mean,
give him a burger, for fuck's sake.
I mean, plus it does take that third hour away from live SmackDown. So
no, but then people leave as soon as possible. When SmackDown ends. Remember when we went to SmackDown at the Oracle Arena, and then once SmackDown ended, it's like, okay, I feel like everyone gets to go home, but no. 205 Live is next. That's why all the seats are hella empty. It's because people are like, oh, you gotta stay for this shit? Damn. Okay.
I mean, there was the PowerPoint presentation. We did get to stay in night school.
Oh my god, I left after that one. I was like, fuck that. I don't want to endure something related to school at a wrestling event. It's shit, I fall asleep in class sometimes. Damn.
But anyway, there is a Cruiserweight Championship match, but moving on to match number 2, which will take up bathroom stall number 2, is the Women's Tag Team Championship match, which pretty much Sasha Banks and everyone else buried for life, is Alexa Bliss And I forgot to put here Nikki Cross for some odd reason. It made the match on my notes look like a handicap match. But anyway, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross will be defending the titles against Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. And,
Fire and Desire.
Yeah. More like, let's go to the bathroom and take a shit on this.
Okay, so let me put
thing.
my intake on this. Okay, so this is what I think is going to happen. Fire and Desire of Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, they're going to capitalize and they're actually win the championship.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's going to be due to the cost of Nikki Cross, where she fucks up or something, and then Alexa Bliss is like, what the hell? Like, why did you do that? And then Nikki Cross is like apologizing, and then Alexa Bliss is probably going to turn heel on Nikki Cross, and then that'll turn Nikki Cross into like a full-on babyface. I think that's probably going to happen.
I could see that happening.
Or they're going to probably save the rematch on Raw, which I have a feeling they're going to probably do, because, you know, every time after a pay-per-view, there's always a rematch for a title, you know?
I could see that.
They're probably going to do that, and then Alexa Bliss is going to turn heel on Nikki Cross, or switch it around, Nikki Cross turns heel on Alexa Bliss, which I see Nikki Cross as a heel because of her time in Sanity, and she was one batshit crazy bitch, and oh my god. I like it when she has that crazy mentality when she's a heel, but as a babyface, it kind of is like, okay, like,
yeah.
She had too much coffee this morning.
I mean, like, either way, I think it's time to end the Women's Tag Team Championship.
But they should keep it going. Well, that's the
like,
thing.
what are they doing?
They don't have any like women's tag team.
That was the problem when they started it. There's not enough women. Like, every woman in NXT doesn't want to go to the main roster because they'll just.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're gonna just be thrown off to the side. Like, yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't blame the main roster either because there's not enough time for it. But it's at the same time, you have to have a long-term goal for it. It's like, just look at Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Yeah.
It's like they were the first tag team champions. But look what happened. They wanted to have a long-term reign to establish it,
but it was like short.
Yeah, they lost it to the Moronics.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, the Moronics. Yeah, Moronic.
I didn't get that reference right there. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's why Sasha Banks left for 4 months.
Oh yeah, were they having a bitch fit or something?
Yeah, they were having a bitch fit, and that's why.
Which I don't blame them because it was short. Like, how long were they champions?
Like a month.
A month?
Yeah.
What? I thought it was a little longer than that.
Nope, a month.
So, did they win at Elimination Chamber, and then after that was WrestleMania?
Yeah, they won it at Chamber and lost it at Mania.
They could at least had their moment and win at Mania, and then have their what? Oh my god.
But anyway,
I didn't expect
that's
that.
the women's tag team championship match, which is irrelevant. Next up is, I don't know how to feel about this one.
Okay, what is it?
The Intercontinental Championship match.
Okay, I totally forgot. Okay, so I'm actually looking forward to this one because I haven't seen Miz and Shinsuke Nakamura, go toe-to-toe at all. But now they are, finally. So it's like, okay, I can see this match being semi-match of the night. Depends on what happens. Of course, I know that the Miz is probably going to win, but I want Shinsuke Nakamura to win because just so he could hold on to a title longer than a month. Because how long has he held the United States Championship for?
I have no idea.
It was probably a little bit more than a month, but I think seeing Shinsuke Nakamura actually holding a title was actually refreshing because he was going after Jinder Mahal. I was like, okay, he's got to at least win against Jinder, but Jinder Mahal kept on winning the feud. I was like, oh my god, and look where's Jinder Mahal at? Chasing the fucking 24/7 championship belt. Look what happened to your previous WWE champion. Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, that's freaking great.
Yeah. So, I think it would... Well, I know The Miz is going to win, but I want Shinsuke Nakamura to win since he's actually getting a lot better.
Oh, yeah. Plus, he has, Sami Zayn as his
Sami Zayn's actually really good as a manager, but it would be cool if I could see him wrestle more often. And he has that mentality is like, oh, he's that annoying heel, but you actually, enjoy whenever he, like, speaks because he does, like, have straight facts.
Yeah.
And he's not afraid to, like, go overboard, like when he mentioned about AEW, which that caught me by surprise. I'm like, ooh, you're gonna get fired, dude.
Oh, yeah. So I really want Nakamura to win, just so he and Sami Zayn
just
could,
someone refreshing,
extend it.
even though The Miz was great as an Intercontinental Champion.
I just don't like him as a babyface, that's all.
I like him as a heel.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But, again, there's, like, where are all the babyfaces, though? It's like...
Everyone's a heel!
Yeah.
Look at the 4 horsewomen. They're all practically all heels, but people are saying that Bayley is just, doing what's right. No, she's a heel, okay? Would a babyface grab a chair and beat the holy shit out of a freaking wrestler?
Yeah, we'll get into that a little
into
later.
that later on. That I have something to nitpick about.
So,
I think I already mentioned about this on the last podcast, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later, but now let's talk a little bit about some tag team wrestling. So, one of our tag team matches of the night will be the New Day defending their SmackDown Tag Team Championships against the Revival.
I already know where this is going to go. New Day is going to retain, and the Revival are going to get pissed off, and they're going to probably request their request to leave, they're released, and they're probably going to just go to AEW because on a poll on AEW on Twitter, they asked Sean Spears, I think they were asking, like, wrestlers, like, okay, if you could bring, like, anyone from, like, any wrestling promotion, who would it be into AEW? Sean Spears commented the Revival, and then the Revival tweeted back with a, I'll think about it.
Didn't they just sign new contracts, though?
Yeah.
Or did they void it? Or they never signed it at all?
I don't know what's up with that. I think it's probably up in the air. I have no clue. But all I know is, like, they're thinking about leaving just to go to AEW. And you know how WWE has their whole new rules, like, you can't leave or something.
I mean, it's like, if their contracts are expiring, it's like...
They're practically chained. They can't leave.
Yeah.
Unless they do the right thing and have the Revival win the championships against the New Day, which I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, probably Kofi Kingston loses against Randy Orton, and then they'll form like a stable or something. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I think might happen, but it probably won't happen.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll talk about that match a little bit later, but I was kind of like... I totally forgot about this match because they haven't really delved in on it because...
They haven't been, promoting it.
Yeah, not only have they not been promoting it, like, the reason they haven't been promoting it because, like...
The whole thing with Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, because they took out Xavier Woods. Big E disappeared for, like... I didn't even know he disappeared for, like, I don't know why. For, like, the feud... I guess for the feud, for feud purposes, but... Yeah, they didn't promote this match at all. So, I guess... We can both agree New Day's gonna win this. But I just can't really seem too excited.
The New Day already accomplished a lot. Just give other people a shot, for fuck's sake.
Alright, next up, we got the United States Champion, AJ Styles, going up against Cedric Alexander. I'll be honest.
Okay,
I like seeing Cedric Alexander the more he's on TV.
Yeah, he's actually really good. I really like him. Like, ever since we saw him live at TLC against him and Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship, I always liked him. Like, he's got the skill. He's a high flyer. I like that. And the way he performs in the ring, it's pretty entertaining, to be honest. And... I don't know. Wait, has Cedric won the United States Championship before?
No, he never has.
He never has? Okay. So, it will be really cool if... I'm rooting for Cedric to win the United States Championship because he held the Cruiserweight Championship. It would be really cool if he could win the United States Championship.
My only issue with Cedric Alexander...
Against AJ Styles.
Oh,
That will boost up his credibility on the main roster.
Yeah, but I feel like the issue with Cedric Alexander with many other people is that he doesn't have like a persona. He's like, he has this issue like many other people. It's like, why should I really get behind him? It's like he's like kind of like one of those guys like the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and even like Cody Rhodes. He's like, oh, he can do all these cool moves, but it's like, what makes him really special, you know? It's like, what makes Cedric Alexander special other than he can do... He's like, he was a former cruiserweight champion.
Okay, that's one thing. And?
Yeah. It's like, I want to see more development.
It's like, I don't like, bash on them and be like, okay, he's won the Cruiserweight Championship and? But what else? Like, what else has he done? Like, I don't know anything about him. Like, I do want to get behind him. Which I do want him to win, though. It'll boost up his credibility if he won against AJ Styles.
But that was the problem with Ricochet, too. Like...
Oh, yeah. What happened with him? Where is he? I haven't
the
seen
middle
him.
of nowhere. The road to nowhere.
See? This is what happens. He was from NXT. They brought him out to the main roster. Where the fuck is he? That's the thing.
Yeah. But
It's
anyway,
like-
yeah.
It's like he was very popular in NXT. He was having like really great matches with like Adam Cole and the Velveteen Dream. Like, where the fuck is he?
I mean, he did win the United States Championship.
Oh yeah,
But,
like I totally forgot.
He immediately lost it to AJ Styles.
He could have just had a longer reign, or they could have just had Ricochet, win against AJ Styles. That'll boost up his credibility, and then Cedric Alexander will come into the mix, and then they'll feud for that. That would have been a lot better.
I feel like the route that they're going to take with this match, though, with Styles and Alexander, it's like pretty much what they did with Ricochet and AJ Styles. They're going to have the rest of the Rip-Off Bullet Club and
The OC.
yeah, the Rip-Off Bullet Club.
The Rip-Off Club.
Yeah, the Rip-Off Club. And Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, they're just going to pretty much interfere, distract Cedric Alexander, and have AJ Styles retain the United States Championship. I feel like...
Which is unfortunately going to happen, but they should just drop the title. He should just drop the title to Cedric.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Just to boost up his credibility.
Exactly. But that would be great, but I feel like WWE's going to go the route I just mentioned.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Alright, next up we got Roman Reigns going up against Eric Rowan.
What's the point of this match?
Well...
It's like, I understand, Roman and having a feud with Daniel Bryan and then turn into like, oh, Rowan was the one who actually attacked him. It would have been a lot better if they went with a different route. Roman wasn't the one. Like, it would have been better if Roman thought Roman was the one and he's like attacking him, and Roman's like saying, it's like, it wasn't me, it was not me. And it was like, okay, then who the hell was it? They should have just kept it going on, like the mystery of like who the attacker is, and Roman is like taking out the whole entire locker room trying to see who's the one who actually attacked them. And it turns out to be either someone from NXT or someone who's like, wait a minute, what? Like, someone surprisingly.
I mean...
But it was but they kind of made it predictable since they actually showed it on camera. It was like, oh, okay, it's probably Roman.
I mean, like, there could have also been an alternate angle, like, maybe from... I don't know, I guess from behind. Like, yeah, we already know it's Rowan, but maybe at the same time, it's like... Maybe there's some off-camera footage of Daniel Bryan orchestrating the whole thing, like, planning it out. It's like, oh, Rowan, you need to do this, you need to do that to Roman Reigns. Like, I guess that's a possibility too, but I feel like this whole thing has been dragging on for like too long, and they've made it like confusing every week, and it's been so overexposed. It's been on Raw, it's been on SmackDown. I was about to say it was gonna be on NXT as well, but it was like, no, it wouldn't be on there.
Nah.
But anyway, it was just like, I don't see too much of a point in this match, other than maybe Daniel Bryan revealing himself as the true attacker. It's like, I planned this all along. But, I don't know, it would be really lame, but it's just like,
turn on the fan, dude? It's getting hella hot.
I know, but it's like, we'll have to put it on the lowest setting. California weather is great, guys.
It's bullshit.
Just like taxes.
Especially on Friday the 13th.
Just like taxes.
Out of all the days, it's bloody hot. It's Friday the 13th.
But anyway, I'm going for an upset here.
Okay.
Rowan is gonna win. Not Roman. Rowan. Yeah. But
Rowan. I gotta mix them. I accidentally called him.
Exactly.
I accidentally called him Rodan the other day. I was like, no, Rowan. Never mind.
yeah, I'm expecting it. I'm gonna predict an upset.
Okay, I can see that happening.
But other than that,
But they're probably gonna just make Roman win. Or Roman. God damn! You got Roman or Roman? Oh my god, it sounds alike. It's like Roman versus Roman.
exactly. All right.
Try saying that 10 times faster.
Rowan. I can't do it. All right, next up, we're getting into the big bunch here, the WWE Championship match.
Okay.
Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton. This is a interesting matchup right here because this has kind of some long-term implications because whoever wins here is gonna be the WWE champion going to Fox.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, who would WWE want to have represent SmackDown going to Fox? And that's kind of tricky because Randy Orton is a guy that's been like a veteran, like he's established for like the better part of over 15 years, and like he's accomplished a lot, and WWE could just end Kofi Kingston's reign as champion, like
He's already
here and there.
Grand Slam champ already.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they could give it to someone well known like Randy Orton and like going to Fox, but at the same time, Kofi Kingston's so well protected. Like he hasn't lost, he barely loses any matches. Yes, he is kind of like he's cooled
To be
off.
honest, do you think they're doing WWE's doing that is because they're probably afraid? It's like, oh, they're gonna like make Kofi Kingston's reign, you know, short. If he loses, will it be short or will it be like kind of long?
I feel like if, let's say he lost like a month after he won the belt at Mania, people would have been pissed off.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know how to feel if he loses it on Sunday.
Dude, I think they're probably gonna make him win because I don't know, because people online they were like saying like, oh, Vince is a racist if they're gonna like make, you know, Daniel Bryan win against Kofi Kingston and he doesn't win the championship.
I mean, they can't pull that.
They can't
that
pull
card.
that bullshit card.
They can't
man.
pull that card. It's like it doesn't matter. But I don't know. I can't really pick anyone here because it's like WWE has a tough decision to make.
Yeah. I'm
So-
gonna stand up for a bit because I am sweating down there. Oh my god.
All right. So I'm gonna move into the card a bit further because we got 2 women's championship matches. As this guy right here is standing up.
Yep.
Because they connect together. They're like interconnecting. We got the SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley going up against Charlotte. Meanwhile, on the Raw side, we have Becky Lynch defending her title against Sasha Banks. Now, why am I talking about these 2 matches like hand in hand? Because
they're kind of both. They're both together.
yeah, they're both related. Now, it all started. Let's give a little bit of backstory here because I feel like it needs some. Charlotte beat Trish Stratus at SummerSlam. Then the following SmackDown, she demanded a women's championship match at Clash of Champions.
It's like, oh, if you beat a legend or a Hall of Famer, you get an instant title.
I mean, besides, like, who was left for Bayley to like fight? I mean, Ember Moon like lost.
Which sucks.
Yeah, and who did like Bayley face at the next pay-per-view? Or I don't even remember.
I don't remember either.
But
I thought it was.
was it?
No, it wasn't Natalia.
No, I thought it. No, it's not Carmella. It wasn't Carmella either.
No, it was. Damn, who was it? I can't even think about it.
I don't know. But anyway, it's like Bayley pretty much ran out of challengers, so like she decided she wanted one and accepted Charlotte's challenge. However, it's like just recently, like over the next few weeks until just recently, they didn't like do anything to build around, like to advance the feud, to hype around the match until recently, which we'll get into just a little bit. During that time, and the day before Charlotte made that challenge, Sasha Banks came back after taking some time off. She came back, new look, blue hair.
All blue everything.
Yeah, pretty much. She came out, attacked Natalia, who pretty much faked an injury. She attacked and injured Natalia. Then which brought up Becky Lynch, but she also got her ass whooped by Sasha Banks. And I think people were chanting. I don't know. I forgot if people were chanting yes that night. That Sasha like beating down Becky Lynch.
I think that no, it was. For
I think
Bayley. It was Bayley. It was for Bayley.
I don't know.
When she turned heel.
No, okay. I think people were pretty split when Sasha Banks turned heel that night.
Very split.
But so pretty much that happened. Sasha Banks kind of didn't really give a explanation on why she did it. She pretty much all she said was 2 weeks later that losing all she did was she left because she lost the tag team titles. Yeah, she pretty much admitted it like a couple weeks ago on Raw. Because yeah, she left because it was worthless. She was jealous that Becky Lynch was in the main event.
Because she was facing against Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, but it was like Becky Lynch. I was watching this highlight from the night Bayley turned heel. It was earlier in the night. Becky Lynch provided a great counterpoint to which made Sasha Banks' whole reasoning pointless. She talked about how Charlotte and Sasha Banks were main eventing all for the majority of 2016, while Becky Lynch was pretty much in backstage in catering. Even in NXT too. So pretty much she claimed Sasha Banks as a hypocrite, which brought out Sasha Banks. Then Sasha Banks challenged Becky to a match at Clash of Champions. Obviously, Becky's the man.
Yeah.
And she accepted. And later that night, Becky Lynch and Bayley faced Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross in a tag team match of champions.
The real Clash of Champions.
Yeah. So
that was actually a real Clash of Champions, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch that match, so I have to go check it out.
Yeah, we're doing a Monday Night Raw recap, practically.
Yeah, so pretty much what happened was Sasha Banks came in to attack Becky Lynch to cause a disqualification. She hit Becky with the chair until Bayley came to stop Sasha Banks, and then she grinned and pretty much turned heel. And then she explained her reasoning, all that stuff, why she did it. She claims she's still the role model that she is.
Yeah.
And Charlotte came out. Pretty much Charlotte came out, liked what Bayley did, but it doesn't change the fact that Charlotte's going to take her title at Clash of Champions. Bayley and Sasha Banks beat down on Charlotte Flair. And then this past Monday on Raw, they had all the 4 horsewomen had a tag team match, which I thought was kind of okay.
Yeah, it should have been a main event kind of thing.
Yeah.
For a pay-per-view, not for a Raw, but it was good. It was something that I didn't expect to see. It was oh, okay, cool.
And then what kind of interested me was Charlotte won the match for her team and pinned Bayley.
Yeah.
So is it
is it probably highlighting her winning?
Who, Charlotte?
Yeah.
Or Bayley?
No, Charlotte winning.
I feel like it's the other way around. I feel like it's going to be Bayley winning.
Really?
Maybe. I'm not sure. So, what's your take on all this? On both Sasha, all the 4 horsewomen on Sunday.
Oh, man. Okay, as much as I really want this to happen, but it probably won't, it would be cool to see the Shayna Baszler and the other girls from NXT cost them the match, and then cost them the match with Becky Lynch against Sasha Banks, and then Ronda Rousey comes out of nowhere and they, get them disqualified. Disqualifies both of their matches, and then that'll lead up to 4 horsemen against the 4 horsewomen of UFC at another pay-per-view or something like that. But that I would say that for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I would too.
No.
But I don't know. It's just as we said last week, the timing of this was really off.
Unless they're gonna have Sasha Banks win and then have Bayley hold the title, and then they go after their tag team titles and then they hold those, then okay,
I mean, because these two matches also have, like, just like with the WWE title match, it's like they have implications of the move to Fox as well. Is like you have more questions than answers. Is Bayley going to Raw? Is Becky going to SmackDown? Is Charlotte going to stay on SmackDown or go to Raw? Like, what's going to happen there?
Yeah. That I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't have a clue either. So.
And then, yeah.
It's like, we're dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Now, let's get to the final two matches. And I personally say this best, in air quotes, for last. Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman.
Against Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode.
Not only that, they're going to fight each other for the Universal Championship. I want to get your thoughts on this first.
I don't know what to say about it. I would say this heat has gotten me down, and I am hungry as fuck right there, to be honest, so don't mind. Okay, I just fucked up my leg. Gotta do the other one. Oh, God. Okay. I think the best for business would be that the OC gets involved and they injure, well, actually, no, that's already too late. The pay-per-view is already happening already, so that's not going to happen. Also, they do it before, where the OC, before the match, the OC attacks Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, and then they go into the match to challenge Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins for the tag team titles for Raw. And they win, and that'll leave for Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman to fight each other for the Universal Championship. But for that, I think the best that would happen for that match is if the Fiend comes out and just attacks Braun Strowman and attacks Seth Rollins and goes after the Universal Championship. Or that'll probably be left for Monday Night Raw.
So you think it would be kind of like a case of last year at Hell in a Cell in September where, like, Brock Lesnar, like, causes a no contest?
Oh, yeah, totally.
I guess I could see that, but it's like, in regards to the, like...
Speaking of Brock Lesnar, I miss Boombox Brock Lesnar.
I do, too.
That shit was entertaining.
I do, too.
No, my favorite part was when they had Seth Rollins' theme song playing, and then Brock Lesnar was listening to Boombox, and then Paul Heyman was, like, playing air guitar, and then Brock Lesnar was like, bro, like, cut this shit out. That shit was funny.
He needs to do more that kind of stuff.
That
more
Brock
often.
Lesnar I like.
It's like
he's having a good time.
He needs to let himself loose more.
Like, remember when this was back then? I don't know what year it was. I think it was like around early 2000s, where Brock Lesnar came out in a fucking sombrero and he's like,
yeah,
that shit was funny.
Great.
I was
that
like,
was great.
I was like, that's the Brock Lesnar we need. Just have a little fun. Don't be this pissed off hulking monster. Just have a little fun.
I know. But overall, I don't feel too excited for, like, Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman, because I feel like in the end it's like they're just gonna move towards Bray Wyatt being involved.
The Fiend.
Yeah.
But oh my god, I'm burning up on here.
I know, me too. But overall, just like with SummerSlam, I feel like the Clash of Champions is gonna go in the crapper.
Down the shitter.
Yeah. So, in the end, I feel like I'm just gonna watch, like, all the football games on Sunday, and I don't know. I might not even, like, do, like, a recap of it on next week's show, like, cause I'm just not that excited for it. I'm not even excited for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I'm really not. And
I'm just not.
it's like, and
I'm probably just like saying, oh, I'm just not, just because I'm fucking boiling hot and I'm tired as hell.
I know, me too.
To be honest.
It's like,
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like this is the last chance for WWE to, like, try at least. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yep.
But anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for.
Any last things should we talk about, or that should be it?
I think that'll be it.
All right.
But that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Dylan Lasagna Live, episode number 21.
21.
Where can they find you, Sam?
find me on Instagram, Unhinged Heel, and find me on Twitter. I am Unhinged Heel, and yeah.
And you know where to find me. It's always in the description, and you can find it on the channel as well. There's going to be a video coming out tomorrow. I will not reveal it. You'll just have to
wait and see.
Yeah, you'll just have to wait and see. It's coming out tomorrow, 10 o'clock our time.
We got a couple things planned out for you guys for the future, but not a good time to announce it.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yep.
So next week I'll announce what's going to happen on the channel, or on the live, what's going to happen with the live stream, what topics are going to be covered. I don't know, the news has been pretty light.
Yeah.
So
Nothing new so far.
It's just wait and see. All right, we're going to close it out right here. Always be delicious, and I will see you all next week, and I'm out.